Hey everybody, Conunity here, back with a news video that I wanted to share with you guys today. Now, Splatoon 2 has been out for a while now, and it's been a pretty fun game, and they just ended with its recent Splatfest as well. But it seems that a lot of people are getting curious of what Nintendo is going to add to the game. And this is where a lot of data miners have actually gone into Splatoon 2's files and see what's coming. And we got the information from them. And this article right here is from Nintendo Everything. And this is where they find a lot of things that's coming to Splatoon 2 pretty soon. So let's take a look here real quick. It should go without saying that this information will have some gameplay spoilers, so dodge the info below in the video if you want a pure Splatoon 2 experience. However, there's also some information on some scrapped content from the game as well, which could be interesting for those of you that want to know what may have been potentially been cut out, but at the same time this stuff could also come back later through another update. GameXplain has compiled a video of recent data miners findings on Splatoon 2, which you can check out below, or if you would like a quick synopsis, you can read it below the video. So we're gonna watch this video right now and see what exactly these data miners have found. So, and I've seen GameXplain videos before and they covered a bunch of leaks, but let's see what this one has to offer.
Hey everyone, Derek here with a quick news update on Splatoon 2, as a new data mine has discovered even more information about possible upcoming updates for the game, and we want to credit Oatmeal Dome over on the Splatoon Reddit for discovering all these and compiling a list. There's a lot more data miners on here that all work towards this, and they're all credited in his post, but we'd be here a while if we listed each and every one of them, so be sure to check them out to recognize the work that they did, and right off the bat,
I'm going to link this video in the
as
description, and I'm going to cut this apart so
with all that out of the way, let's get to it. So as Oatmeal Dome himself says, he wants to reiterate that none of the following content is set in stone and could change at any time. Additionally, any of the items may be abandoned and never appear in the game at all. So the actual new content found seems to be a new ranked game mode, and this was specifically data mined by Lean to give proper credit, and in the game's files we can see that there are 5 possible modes. One for Turf War, one for Splat Zones, one for Tower Control, and one for Rainmaker.
So we have new online modes for each of the main modes.
It's definitely a ranked game mode because its file starts with V for victory, and it's one of Ranked Battle's internal names. There are 3 components for this mode: Object Victory Rocket, Object Victory Rocket Nozzle, and Object Victory Rocket Node. The Victory Rocket Nozzle is able to be equipped by the player.
A rocket nozzle,
internally,
a rocket
it is
node.
defined
So this
as a
is
special
basically
weapon like the Rainmaker. There is also a unique bullet type, Bullet Victory Rocket, defined for it as well. The special weapon database tells us that the Victory Rocket Nozzle has been set to have the same archetype as the Stingray, and through a database that tells the game what files to load for specific objects, they can tell that the Object Victory Rocket Nozzle has the model of a Rainmaker. That could be temporary though. In a file that defines damage rates for various inanimate objects, there is an entry for Object Victory Rocket, and this shows that the rocket can take damage. So the speculation is that the Object Victory Rocket node could be used as a way for the game to navigate an actor or object through the stage, like Salmon Run, where equivalent objects are used for the Salmonid AI.
It seems interesting.
And Nintendo left a map layout file in the game which defines a testing version of the Reef, and it contains the necessary objects for this mode to run. The Object Victory Rocket is placed in an odd position as it is floating in the air. In addition, the Object Victory Rocket node objects are placed throughout the map, with one erroneously placed far below the playable area. So yeah, it kind of gives an idea of what this new mode could be like, although it's kind of hard to put together exactly what they're doing with it, but it seems to be somewhat closer to Rainmaker, just with some new rules potentially and a new objective. But yeah, it's pretty exciting that we could be seeing a new rocket mode for the game. The second thing they discovered is a possibly scrapped ranked game mode as well. When they found the testing version of the rate with all the rocket objects, they also noticed that there were some additional objects unrelated to any of the other game modes. In one, there's an object called Object Victory Ball, and there are additional objects placed Test Object Left V Ball Goal, placed in one team's spawn area as well. There's no reference that they could find in the code for a mode with the codename of Ball, nor is it in the valid list of game modes as of version 1.0.0.
Oh, wow.
However, they do know that Airball is how Nintendo refers to the balloons in single player and in Battle Dojo, so Ball could be a balloon related game mode, not Battle Dojo. However, they also know that Nintendo uses Aqua Ball and Ink Ball along with several other items that do not have any relationships to balloons. Next up, there seems to be more evidence about playable Octarians, as last time they talked about how they found Octoboy and Oct in the game's executable and how they were not sure if they were even meant for the player type variable. Now, they have definite proof that they are.
Oh.
Oct was actually Oct Girl, which a compression of the executable made it look like this, and they have since acquired a tool which enables them to properly reverse engineer the binary. And since Octolings are just players controlled by AI, they have their own types beginning with Rival to distinguish them from the others. Additionally, the Octolings have an unused icon that would have been shown if they had any dialogue in the single-player campaign. However, they do want to stress that this does not confirm that Octolings will ever be playable. However, they do at least know that Nintendo, at one point in time, did put in some effort to add them to the game properly. And finally, we have a possibly scrapped special weapon. And in the internal types list of all the special weapons, there's one named Bazooka, which is never referenced anywhere else. And no, this isn't the Inkzooka, as its internal name is the Super Shot. And speaking of special weapons, the game still includes type names for all the old special weapons. Most of the code for these weapons have been removed, however.
So this bazooka has no relation to the Inkzooka.
And what we could possibly look forward to. It's not set in stone, but a new game mode does seem likely considering we have only old game modes so far, and it would make sense for them to add something new to get people excited. And
wow, I mean, that's like a lot here to like consider. Like, take these all with a grain of salt. These are not true. They may or may not be true, but a new rank mode similar to Rainmaker with Rocket is quite interesting to see how Nintendo is going to pull this off. And a scrapped one, apparently, Victory Ball, which could have been like a co-op local multiplayer mode similar to well, it's not similar to Battle Dojo from the original. And the Octolings. Now, we've seen Octolings like as a hack being in the original Splatoon, but Nintendo trying to make an effort to make Octolings playable is something that I thought Nintendo would never do. And the weapon, like an actual bazooka, like this isn't this like what GameXplain said. It's no relation to the Inkzooka that we've seen as a special weapon, but an actual bazooka. I think that would have been overpowered. But anyway, that's basically it for this news report for Splatoon 2. It's pretty interesting. Again, like it's not confirmed true and it's not confirmed false. So whatever happens, happens. This may be a sign that we may be getting a Nintendo Direct soon. Who knows? But anyways, that's it for this news video on Splatoon 2. Thank you for watching, and make sure you like this video and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video.